Hello there and welcome. Adita Lang here, and in the next 30 minutes we are going to combine some strength training and yoga to get you ready for your day, or maybe to finish off your day in style. So we are going to start with a warm-up, and so I want you to take both feet out, take a big deep breath up, stretch all the way up and release that, and again inhale up and exhale, and now take your arms over to one side. So as I'm reaching my body to the left, I'm pushing my left hip down, and then inhale straight up and exhale to the other side, pushing your right hip down, and then bring it center, and we're just going to reach forward. The goal here is just to warm up, get that blood circulating, kind of wake up if we need to. Now, I don't use music, so I want you to feel free to play your favorite songs and music in the background. And that way you can always hear my voice. Now let's take a leg curl with that, reaching that arm out. Full inhale and full exhale as you're moving. Posture here is also the key, so be sure the shoulders are pulled back and down and the chest is uplifted as you're reaching those arms out. Now, we're going to drop that toe and reach across the chest. Again, using your breath as you move. And here's one of the beauties of doing class like this, is that you're not in a room with a bunch of people. So if you're not on the exact same tempo as me, guess what? That's okay. Nobody knows, and I don't think anybody really cares about it either, which is, okay when we're doing exercises, right? One more time. Now let's stay over to the right and roll through the back foot. Reach up and pull down, up and down. Full inhale, full exhale. One more time. And now hold right here, keep that back heel on the floor and press forward. Take a big deep breath and exhale. Slowly turn to the front, pull these toes up, and we're going to sit into it, bending your right leg, keeping that left leg straight, and you'll feel it in the hamstring. Deep breath and exhale. And then come up, and let's just move those legs a little bit. So I'm going to have you walk forward and kick one heel out and move back and kick the other heel out. How's that? And forward, and move back. Again, just trying to get the body moving. Now, we're going to kick that leg up into the air. Pull up. Not too high. Abs are really tight. One more time. Up and up. So we're going to stay here and go side to side. Side to side. Full inhale, full exhale. Try to land with a soft knee and kick that leg out. There you go, one more. Drop the toe, reach across the chest. And it's 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Hold it to the left and roll through that back foot. Press up and roll through that foot. Full inhale and full exhale. Press up and back down. One more time. And up, hold down and lean into it and hold. Stretching out the back calf. Turn towards me, keep this leg straight, bending your left and sit into it and hold. And come up. Okay, take both hands behind the back and let's stretch those guys out too. Pull those arms back, and you're going to take one arm across the chest, bring that arm in, and then stretch the other arm across the chest and hold. So we're going to start off with some weights. If you have a heavier set and a lighter set, I want you to use your heavier set. It depends what you can use. So when it comes to weight training, we're going to do pliés, and I'll tell you about weight training as we're doing it. Let's do 1 rep first. So come down once. Now glance at your knees. Make sure your knees are over your ankle or midfoot, but they're not pushing over your toes. So situate your feet, and then I want you to squeeze from your from your glutes up, and then push your knees out. Glutes on the way up, knees on the way out. Full inhale, full exhale. So when it comes to weight training, I want you to be able to control the weight. So if you feel like you have to struggle, that's too much. If you feel like it's an easy breezy, that's too little. So finding something in between is the key. And now the next thing is that I want you to train intentionally, which means I want you to really squeeze your glutes on the way up, push the knees on the way down. So you're pushing the knees out to the sides and then squeezing the glutes up. 4 more. And 3. Now 2, one more time. And 1. Come up to center. You're going to take the dumbbells where your palms are facing your body, shoulders are pulled back, and we're going to do what's called hammer curls. So that means the dumbbell aims up and down. And again, I want you to be able to control this. So you want to hold your shoulders back, abs in nice and tight, and smoothly coming up, squeezing your bicep. That's the intentional training right there. Squeeze your bicep and pretend that the weight is heavier than it is. So you're contracting as you pull up. Full inhale, full exhale, and lift. If you feel like your arm is moving around and you're having problems keeping the arm very steady and controlled, then I want you to play around with the weight. Maybe lighten up that weight, or even just take it off if you need to. And here's the thing, household items can act as weights. So if you don't have weights, you could use water bottles, cans, one more on each side. And bring that down. We're going to do one more set of pliés. So taking those feet out, turning the toes out, and pushing those knees out. Check your knees, and then squeeze up through the glutes. Push out and back up. Full inhale, full exhale. Keeping the abdominals nice and solid. Push those knees out, pull up. You have 5 more. Think about it. Squeeze the glutes. 4 and 3. Now 2, one more time, and 1. Come right back up. Let's take those weights, and you're going to do your hammer curls again. Chest is up, shoulders are kept back, and the abdominals are very tight. And that your abdominals should be getting tighter as the weight feels harder. So anytime you're doing exercise, and really in life in general, when things feel tough, like let's say you're putting a box up on a shelf, anytime things feel tough, that's when you pull in your abdominals more, because guess what? They protect your back. Full inhale, full exhale. We've got 3 more on each side. This is 1. And take it again. Here's 2. Last 1. Up. There you go. And up. Excellent. So let's drop these weights. And remember, you can get water whenever you want to during class. So the next thing we're going to do, you can either hold on to a wall or a chair, or you can focus on one point. And I want you to lift up your opposite leg. Now, my left foot is moving around. I need to grab all 5 toes into the floor, shoulders back, chest up, and I want you to extend and bend. So take your hand on your quadricep, top of your thigh, and I want you to feel the muscle contract as you push the heel out. If you are holding something, the goal is to hold like 1 or 2 fingers, not for dear life. I want your leg, your left leg, to really be gripping into the floor and working very hard. So your hand is there just for balance. 4 more. And 3. Now 2, one more time. And 1. Bring that leg down. We have the other side. So same thing. Hold on if you want to, or find a focal point. And press out and in. Put your hand on that quad. Feel it tense up. Abdominals are solid. And all your toes of your right foot are gripping into the floor. Chest up, shoulders back. There you go. Full inhale, full exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2. Got to save it. I keep pushing my big toe down. Yes, and we got it. Shake those legs out a little bit. Take your feet hip distance apart. So hip distance means where your hip joint is. Every time I say hip distance in class, they go out to here. So it's not. It's where your hip joint is. Now, looking up towards me, abs nice and tight, I want you to press your tailbone back. You're going to feel your body weight go into your heel, and I want you to grip your toes into the floor and then push yourself up with your entire foot. So sit back, your weight's in your heels, grip your toes down, and come up. Now, the entire time, your face and your chest should be aiming to me, because what happens is where we take our eyes, the rest of our body follows. So the key is not to allow your shoulders to roll forward, but to keep them pinned back as you sit and stand. Abdominals are tight. Use your toes, especially as you're going down. Full inhale, full exhale. We have 5 and 4, 3. You have 2, we're almost there, and 1. Bring yourself up. March that out a little bit. And I want to say something, I didn't say it when we were doing it, but I want you to keep this in mind. Anytime we're bending our knees, your knee should always be over your ankle or midfoot. But anytime your knee passes your toes, then you're going to put stress in the knee, which we don't want to do, okay? So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. We're going to balance again. Find your focal point or hold on, leg comes up. Feeling that quadricep and push out through the heel. Using your left foot to really stabilize you. Chest is up. Shoulders are back and down. Full inhale, full exhale. Use your breathing. 5. Take your time. Remember, intentional training. Feel the quadricep tighten. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that down. The other side. Find your focal point. Put your hand on that quad and push through that heel. Pretend like you're pushing something that's like 1,000 pounds and feel your quadricep tighten up. There you go. Full inhale, full exhale. That's it. Using the breath. We have 5 more and 4. Now 3. Here's 2 and 1. Excellent job. Okay, take those feet. And remember what I said about the knees. The knees are over, the ankles are midfoot. So I need you to place your weight backwards. That's why as you sit, your weight's on your heels. It feels like your toes come up. I want you to grip your toes down and push off your entire foot to come up. And sitting back, abdominals are solid. You're looking up towards me. And press down, sit with the glutes, and stand up. Full inhale and full exhale. What is more important is your form and technique as opposed to how low you go. So even if you're going just a little bit, but your form and technique is perfect, that's what I care about. Sitting back, abs are in tight. 2 more. 1 more time. And down, yes, excellent. Okay, we're gonna come down to the floor. So take a mat down to the ground. And I want you to have a set of lighter dumbbells, if you can, next to you. So we have those ready to go. And we're just going to start off with just the legs straight out. Take a deep breath right here, and as you exhale, lead forward with the chest. You want to feel like the tailbone goes back, and it feels like you're bending from your hip as opposed to your center of your back. So think hip, press that tailbone back, and you'll feel the stretch behind these legs. Now we're going to cross one over, big deep breath, and exhale. And again, they call this a hinge when you're bending from your hip. And release it, the other leg. Deep breath and exhale, come down and hold. And let that go. So let's take it around. One of my favorite exercises is the push-ups. So I want you to take your hands nice and wide. Now, you're on your knees. And I want you to kind of look down. Your chest should line up in between your hands. And now we're going to bend once. Look at your elbow. You want the elbow right over your wrist and then press up from there. So check your positioning and then move from there. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Use the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Separating the knees a little bit, set yourself back. They call this child's pose. I don't know why, but it feels great, so we'll keep it that way. Now, coming down to the side, we're going to take our weights with us this time. So roll to your back and taking both weights in hand. Now, your palms should be facing each other. I want you to take your shoulders deep into the mat so it feels like your chest came up a little bit, abdominals are tight, and open up like a big bear hug, and then press in. And open out to the side and back in. Full inhale, full exhale. Open out and bring it back in. Keeping the shoulders against the mat. You have 3 more right here. Full inhale, full exhale. 2 and 1. Hold it up on top. Now, Let's bend those elbows so the weights come by the side of the ears, elbows facing the sky, and then extend. This is for triceps, keeping the abdominals tight as you're moving. And again, moving slow and intentional. You want to feel the back of your arm contract as you press the weights up. Use the breath. And we have 4 and 3. Now 2, one more time, and 1. Bringing those arms down. Let's roll back over, and guess what? Another set of push-ups. So taking those hands nice and wide, pressing the chest so it lines up in between the hands and you're on your knees, and then bend down to 90 degrees and up. Full inhale, full exhale. You want to feel that you have all of your body weight in your hands and that there is a straight line from the tip of your head to your knees. Using your breathing, 5 more, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, stretch back, stretch all the way back and hold. There we go. Let's take that one more time to the floor. So we're going to bring ourselves over, take the weights up, palms facing each other, push your knuckles up to keep your wrist really straight, and open out nice and wide and back up. Full inhale, full exhale. Use the breath. Straight out and back in. Last 4 and 3. Now 2, one more. And 1, hold the arms up. Let's bring those dumbbells right by the side of the ears and back up again. And just glance at where your elbows are at. They should be facing straight up to the ceiling or the sky. Abdominals are solid. Remember, squeeze the abdominals even more if the weight gets harder. You have 4 more. And 3. Now 2 and 1. Bringing those weights down. We're going to put those by the sides. Now take the weight of your head in your hands. And I want you to feel it. Guess what? Your head can weigh like 8 to 12 pounds. So I want you to feel that weight in your hands. Now, focus on your rib cage. Try to squeeze your ribs very tight, and that pulls your upper body off the ground. And then release the ribs. So focus on contracting the rib cage. Once again, inhale one way, exhale the other. And your goal is not to allow your hands to pull your head. Your hands are only there to hold the weight of your head. And the contraction in your ribs is what actually gets you off the ground. Squeezing tight, let that air out. Inhale one way, exhale the other. You have 5 and 4. Now 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring that down. We're going to pull one knee into the chest and one leg out and hold right here. And I want you to extend this top leg up. And here's what I want you to think about. Take your tailbone, push it into the floor. And that might move your leg far away. That's okay. So you could take a towel underneath your knee if you needed to, or if you can still touch your leg, great. Pull your toes towards you. Keep that tailbone into the ground. If you want to bend your opposite leg, you can do that as well. And we're going to pull this leg towards us a little bit, just enough to feel the stretch behind the leg. Use your breathing. Full inhale, full exhale. Let that go a little bit. Take a deep breath and exhale. And now we're going to take that leg out to the side, but I want you to still pull it towards your shoulder all at the same time. Keeping this opposite hip down. So again, the foot can be bent or straight, but the goal is the hip stays parallel to the floor. And then let that leg go. We're going to switch sides. So the other leg goes up, tailbone goes into the floor, heel to the sky. Pull the leg towards you. Release that, take a deep breath. And exhale, bring it in towards you again and hold. Now let's take it to the side and take it towards us at the same time, keeping this opposite hip down. And slowly let those legs go. bringing the knees in and just hugging them in right at the center. So as I'm pulling my knees in, I'm still trying to press my tailbone into the floor. So you get the full stretch. And now let that go. Cross one foot on the knee. Reach inside and pull those legs towards you. And slowly let that go. Switch sides. Cross the foot over and bring the legs in towards you. And slowly release that. So let's roll to the side. Coming back up. We don't need our weights anymore. So just crossing your legs, and we're going to sit for a second. We're still going to stretch more, but I want you to take a moment and just listen to your breathing. So close your eyes, relax the shoulders down, chest is up, and just listen to the sound of your breath. If you think about it, the sound of your breath should be the closest sound to you. And so now I want you to try to take your focus to a sound that is the furthest away from you. And then bring your focus back to your own breath. Slowly open the eyes. Let's take it into a side stretch here. So as I reach my left arm over, I'm pushing my left hip into the floor so I get a full stretch on the side. And hold. And now come up, and the other side, same thing. Pressing that hip into the ground as I reach my arm over. And now center both hands behind the head. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, turn left, pulling the back elbow back as far as it can go. You'll feel that stretch in your chest and shoulders. And then slowly come center, and the same thing to the other side. Pulling the back elbow back as far as it can go. And we're going to do that one more time. Come center, and then switch sides again and hold. And back to center and switch sides and hold. And now bring yourself center, big deep breath. Exhale, chin to the chest. Allow your elbows to just fall so you feel the stretch right behind the neck. And slowly look up, bring both arms out. So take the shoulders only and extend them forward, like you're really trying to separate your shoulder blades. And now pull your shoulder blades back into place. It feels weird, it's okay. Now separate the shoulder blades and pull them back into place. When we find ourselves rounding our shoulders too far forward during the day, you need to do this exercise. Separate the shoulders and squeeze them back, because there's a muscle between the shoulder blades that when it's weak, it lets your shoulders roll forward, but when it's strong, it holds them back. One more. Take that forward and pull back and hold. Now sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to take my left arm, I'm going to open and twist as far as I can. Chest is up, sitting up as much as you can. And then slowly bring that center again. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. And now let's open up that right arm and twist yourself as much as you can. Chest is up tall. And slowly come back to center and release the arms. So take the hands, deep breath, and as you exhale, stretch your hands towards me. Our hands deserve to get stretched. Now release that deep breath and exhale, stretch the hands towards me. And so let your hands go, and just from your wrist, draw some circles. Now I want you to look at your elbow and your shoulders and make sure they're not moving. So the only thing that's moving is your wrist. And now take it the other direction, all the way around, keeping only the wrist moving. One more. Now hold to me. Put your palms towards me. Pull your fingertips back towards you as much as you can. And now flip it the other way and push your fingers down as much as you can. You're going to stretch all through this, all throughout your forearms. Depending on how long you spend time on the computer, you're going to feel this in different ways. Pull your hands back up again, and then press them back down again. And so release those arms, come back to center once again, and close the eyes and focus on the sound of your breath. So this time, on your next inhale, I want you to slowly count to the number 4 as you inhale. And when you get to 4, you're going to actually hold your breath for 4, and then exhale for 4. Hold your breath again for 4. And inhale for 4. Hold your breath for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold your breath again for 4. And once again, inhale for 4. Hold your breath for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold your breath again for 4. And slowly just go back to the sound of your breath. And open up your eyes, taking both legs back out, keeping them about hip distance. Deep breath, and exhale, lead forward from the center of the chest, pressing that tailbone back so you feel the stretch underneath the legs. And now come up like we did before, cross the foot on the knee, deep breath, and exhale, hinge forward. You're going to lift this knee up, and you're going to turn your body, chest is up nice and tall. And then release the legs, switch legs, deep breath. And exhale, hinge forward. And once again, pull the knee in and turn that body, chest is tall. And coming back to center, just taking those shoulders, roll up, back, and around. And I want you to feel your shoulder blades connect when the shoulders are back, and then let them go. And feel your shoulder blades connect, and let it go. One more, and bring it down. There you go. Thank you for joining me in today's class. Well, we stretched muscles, we worked muscles, and we should be feeling good for whatever the next plan is, right? With that said, be sure to keep drinking plenty of water throughout your day. Eat good, healthy fruits and vegetables because that is your multivitamin, and keep the body moving as much as possible. It keeps your joints lubricated, keeps you strong, and keeps you able to do anything you want to do. Go out there and enjoy your day. Bye for now.